Hi, I'm an old guy and I do maths. And today we are looking at how you manually calculate a standard deviation. Now, I need to say at the outset that um, this um, this area of maths goes in and out of fashion. 20, maybe 25 years ago, I was teaching everybody how to calculate standard deviations manually. The arrival of more sophisticated calculators did away with that for a while, but I notice it's coming back into fashion, and schools are asking pupils to calculate standard deviations manually in some cases. So, if you're one of the people who doesn't need to calculate it manually, if you just use your computer, you may not want to watch this. If you do want to know how to calculate it manually, or you have to calculate it manually, this is the video for you. So we have a formula which looks kind of terrifying, but I'll try and translate it for you. So the standard deviation of a set of data is equal to the square of all of the pieces of data with the mean subtracted from them. And that is then divided by the number of pieces of data minus 1, assuming that this is a sample, and the square root of that is found. Okay, that's probably not terribly helpful, but we'll go through it. So, let's start. So here we are, we have a set of data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to find the mean of that. Which is, when you add this up, 66 divided by 11, it is 6. So that's this thing here. That is the mean of all of this data. So in a normal distribution, it's the number in the middle of the distribution. Then we're going to take each of these values and we're going to subtract the mean from it. So an example would be we would subtract 6 from 1, we get negative 5. 6 from 2, we get negative 4. And so forth and so on, all the way through to 11 minus 6, which gives us 5. We're going to take all of those values and we're going to add them up and we're going to divide them by the number that we've got here. So let's see what that looks like. This is the third part of the process. So we take all of the values that we got here and we square them so that we get positive numbers. I can't remember if I said that, but yes, we square them. That's what that says. So here they all are. Here are all the differences, negative 5 all the way through to positive 5. They're all squared, and then they're divided by 10, which is the number of pieces of data minus 1, because we're dealing with a sample, not a population. This is the standard deviation of a sample. We're nearly always dealing with samples. If you were dealing with a population, this would just be n. Anyway, when we do this, we wind up with 110 divided by 10, which gives us 11. Now, this number is called the variance, which is a measure which gives you a little bit of information about the variation within the set of the data. But we're not done. There's one more thing to do. And that is this. We need to find the square root of that number, 11, the variance, and the square root of it is 3.32. That is our standard deviation. Now, for a little bit of quick artwork, the mean we decided was 6. And here's our data. It goes from I think 1 to 11 or something like that. Did I get that right? Yeah, 1 to 11 with a mean of 6. And our standard deviations are going to be plus or minus 3.32. So this gets us to 9 and so forth and so on. And that's how we construct a standard deviation. Thanks very much for watching. I hope that was useful. You may or may not have to do it, but if you do, that's how you do it. See you next time. Bye.